Hi, I'm Lynne with Softsquares. Today is Saturday, March 4th, which means it's time for the Saturday stitch-uation. This is a weekly video where I talk about quilting related things that are happening in my sewing room. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me show you what we have going on. This is a sneak preview of what's happening for Makers Monday. We're going to use machine embroidery on that one. And that is every Monday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. And this is every Saturday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So just remember 3 o'clock. These are released. I've got my eye on this quilt. Partly because I like the colors, but I do think that the quilt would be fun. So it's actually out of this book called Big Block Quilt. 10 projects with big impact from Annie's Quilting. There, and here it is. They come together relatively quickly because of their large blocks. And I think that would be fun. I'm just looking at it and I could do something similar to like the 3-yard quilts where you need 3 pieces of 1 yard fabric. This one, you need 3 pieces of 1 yard. And then you need a border print, and then your white and your binding. So I have a lot of fabric that I picked up in 1 yard increments with coordinating friends. So I have a feeling I'm going to be able to find something really easy to work on that. So I don't know when I'm going to start on it, but I will do it soon. All right, so there is that. I have been working on, let's get it right side up, this is the Summer Sampler Quilt Kit by Sandy Gervais. It's this really cute pieced block pattern, and it came with a lot of fabric. That I also had a bunch of fabric from the same line, and it also came with almost 5 yards of backing fabric. So that's what this is. And I've started to cut it out. And so far I've got the first 3 blocks and they are in this bag. I've done the same with this as I did with my 2 Christmas ones, where each individual block is listed. That's not a good example. This is block 4. It's the sailboat, and it has all the pieces, including the white backing in there. And I just have to go read my pattern and assemble it, but I don't have to worry about cutting it or figuring it out because I did all that work ahead of time. So I could start sewing on this. I don't have to wait, but that's what's going on there. I'm working on these blocks over here. I keep rearranging things to try to be more efficient, and I don't know where I put them. So I didn't do one this week, although I started the process and it's halfway done, or probably more than halfway done. So next week I should do 2, but that's providing I find it. But my goal is to still stay on pace, on track. I need to find those. This last week you will find individual videos for some block of the month blocks that I have. There's this one, which is the Bliss Quilt Sampler Sew Along from the Fat Quarter Shop. This is block 10. I also did this one, which is the Daydream quilt through Annie's Kits. It's using Silver Jubilee fabric, and it is block 10. And then the last one was through Cotton Cuts, and I did mystery clue number 8 for my mystery fall quilt from 2022. And it has an A section and a B section and 2 of each of these. So there are videos for each of those, and I have videos for all the ones leading up to that. So if you're interested, go find them. Each of those blocks have their own video series, and you'll find those in my library under Block of the Month. This week I received my envelope, my packet from Annie's Kit Club for their Fat Quarter Club, and I've already taken a peek at it, and it's a little different than I expected. They always send this little card, and you can see what it is. Hopefully the glare is not too bad. It's the Fat Quarter Club And you always get a pattern. You just have to log into your account, so you get a pattern with it. But you should get, let's see, it doesn't stay on here. I'm sorry. You should get a bunch of fat quarters, and this actually is different. They're calling this Chestnut Grove Nutmeg Kit, and then a block. I don't understand, so I guess we'll look at it. It's really pretty though. So first thing I see is this, and it's actually a fat eighth, not a fat quarter. So that's half of what I expected. And here's another one. And then here is another one, also the same size. So we have these 3 pieces of fabric that are all fat eighth, and they coordinate very well. This is called, it's by Basic Gray, it's Nutmeg. That's all that I can see on it. Now I have this large piece of fabric, and I measured it, and it is 52 inches. No, it's not. I'm gonna measure it again. All right, this piece of fabric is 26 inches by width of fabric. So it's a good sized piece of fabric, and it does coordinate. I'm assuming that since they give you a pattern each month, that maybe the pattern is specific to using this type of fabrics. But they did send it, calling it the Fat Quarter Club. So they're doing something a little different this month, and I'm not sure why, but that's what I got. So this is really pretty. I'm guessing it's a Moda Basic. Does it say on here? Sorry, let me look again. It says Nutmeg Grove Nutmeg Kit 1 Lift and Chestnut Grove Nutmeg Block 1. I have to admit I'm confused. So I will keep all of these together because they definitely coordinate, and I'll go look on their website and see if it has something specific that uses these measurements, or maybe it was just what they did to give you the equivalent of a fat quarter subscription by making up for it in the solid. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I'll go check it out. Anyway, that is Annie's Kit Club. They have lots of clubs. You can click on their links below to check those out. I received through Cotton Cuts a block of the month. This, I think, is what came with my thread subscription. Thread subscription. My printer wasn't working, so it took me a little bit longer to get online to pick out the pattern that I want, because you always get one. They give you a code, which my thumb is over, and the pattern that I selected is called Crisscross. And it actually looks like these actually are white blocks. I thought maybe it was a really, really light light tone. So that's what that pattern is. Very different. This is an order through Keepsake Quilting. I went through and they had a bunch of remnants, and I like remnants. So this one ended up being 2 pieces, and they sent little notes saying they apologized they couldn't give me one continuous piece, and I'm actually okay with that. So I've got this smaller piece, and then the bigger piece, they do equal 2 yards. So I'm just keeping them all together. But look how cute this bicycle print is. I think I'm going to use this on a quilt that I'm going to be starting really soon, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But sorry, I probably didn't show that one up close either. All right, so this is not a panel, but it's got this really cute safari type print running along the bottom, and then the top of it, and then it fades back on the other side to that. Kind of makes me think of a tablecloth. It gives kind of a linen look, but this really cute animal thing going on with, looks like llamas and giraffes and tigers. Could be a chick. No, that's a goose. So that'll be cute. And then the rest of these are some really pretty, I want to call them marble, but I'm sure there's a specific name for them. They seem to all be the same. This from Northcott, it is Stonehenge. So here we are with this really pretty kind of a marbly looking blue. I have a couple yards of that. And this is the same line, just different color. I have a yard of this, or maybe 2. Actually, I have 4 yards of this one. Anyway, these are really pretty. And then I have this in gray. And here it is in a blue, purple, teal, kind of a peacock color. There we go. So, these are good basics. Really, really good. Keepsake Quilting has a club. You get discounts and free shipping and points, and so I really like the club. I don't benefit by telling you about it, but I'm just telling you about it. So here's these pretty things I picked up. And then I want to talk about this fabric. So I had talked about a panel of fabric. Anyway, it's a panel. I don't need this. And it came from Creative Notions, and there's 8 of these cute little blocks. And I hand cut them, which is why they look so lovely and straight. And there's some really pretty, there's 11 fat 8ths that go with this yardage. All right, well, I'll show you more about this. So this is one of their blocks. It has this cute bicycle and the flowers in pink. Here's another cute block with the bicycle and flowers in pink. And then these are the other blocks that are in it, and they're just adorable. The fat 8s coordinate with this. And it came from Creative Notions, and she sent a pattern that she recommends you use. Or let's put it this way, she gives a pattern and it works with the fabric that she sends. You don't have to use it. But this is the pattern, and I was going to make it. And then I decided I want to do something different with it because I have this cute fabric. And I also want something a little bigger, and there's 8 blocks, and this won't go any bigger than that. I do want to make a pillow because I want to play with this template that came with it. But these are the fat 8s that go with it. And I think that this fabric right here will somehow work with it. Just kind of give you a, oh, they're facing me, sorry. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I want to do something, just do something different. I have some ideas, and when I get to it, I will definitely share with you. But that's what I want to use this fabric for, is to somehow incorporate this. And maybe this will be a border or some large blocks in between to stretch out these. I really don't know. There's only a yard of it, I believe. Yeah, only 1 yard of this, so I won't get very far, but I think a border, that would work for a border. What do you think about it? Another thing that came with this panel is they had gaps between the panels, and sometimes they leave it white and sometimes they put a pattern in there. And I made as big a strips as I could, but this is the fabric that was in the in between. So it is directional, but I figured I could also incorporate that in here. It's interesting because to me it's like a lavender-ish pink, purplish pink, and these are more true pink. However, I believe it's the color that's in here. So I can definitely see how this could be incorporated. I think I want to make sure that these touch each other so it looks like it's not out of place, but I do have this extra fabric to incorporate should I decide to use it. That's it for today. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you soon.